From the postgrad recruits. So this is, you were explaining it up there on the podium. This is kind of like a forum for the players to kind of highlight themselves.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess you could see it as like the max preps of postgrad. You know, we just trying to give the players exposure, give them more opportunity. I know the programs that they have recruited them, which do a great job of recruiting the talent because there's some amazing talent in postgrad. But the programs who have recruited them are doing their part, but they have so many guys. So we try to do our part and try to, clean up, behind and try to help these guys as much as we can. And expose them the best we can and give them that exposure.
So do you notice that there's maybe like a trend with the kind of post-grad athletes, like they're physically able, or maybe don't have the grades, or maybe they're just waiting for the right situation?
Nah, the whole don't have the grades thing is dead. Okay. That's not the case anymore. Right. Because some guys with 4.0s in post-grad. It's just about another opportunity. That's all it is now at this point. It's about another opportunity and more growth. Opportunity to grow more, to get more exposure. Maybe they don't have the offers they wanted or needed, and they just want to bet on themselves. So they just trying to take that chance and go further than what it was expected, what people was expecting on them.
Yeah, high school's kind of tricky because you have a lot of disparity in talent sometimes. You can have a district that's run by one team and they're beating up on these 180-pound kids. And now you got post-grad and it's a little more to the college level, right? It's basically a bunch of seniors playing seniors.
Right.
So do you think that maybe adds a little bit extra, like if you got good film here, that's really good film?
Well, I mean, the quality of film is there. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some, you can't have some, film that doesn't meet the quality and expectation of some college coaching. But when the quality of film is there, yeah, I mean, you have some amazing talent, and the teams, especially teams like, you have Mississippi Pratt, Falcon City, those guys provide a lot of talent for the bowl game. And unfortunately, they're probably going to be in the championship, maybe, at least the postseason, I believe. So you have teams like that are really contenders, IMG. So those teams, we try to get a lot of talent from them, and we look for talent all over the place. It's just, you know, there's so much talent in post-grad now. You just never know.
A lot of the coaches I was talking to were saying that they got some guys that have offers, but they're deciding to take a year out and bet on themselves. What does that say about the Post-Grad Athletic Association?
I mean, it means that, you know, it's doing its part. It's organized and it's paving the way, you know, to give the guys that opportunity that they need instead of going to a school and transferring, you know, their freshman year. Now they can go to post-grad and really think about the decisions before they make them. And move to that next level.
And they get to grow physically, mentally, and every other kind of way. And now they got all 4 years of eligibility, which is probably, I mean, you would have to imagine over time that's going to make like this league really look good, because a coach can look at that and say, you know, instead of just a freshman who I got to put 20 pounds on and teach them how to do their stuff, now you can get somebody that's bet on themselves, so they have that level of maturity. Right. At the same time, you do that. So how does you said it was an app?
Yes.
How does that exactly work?
So I mean, it provides everything that a coach uses to recruit. You know, during COVID, it begotten during the COVID season. You know, during COVID, coaches were trying to get creative with how they recruit because they couldn't get out and see kids and things of that nature. So it was derived from that. You know, height, weight, size, film, workout videos. As well as transcripts, everything a coach needs to see a kid without going to see him in person. He can see that and try to get a little feel for him before he does, you know, take the time to go and visit that kid in person.
So they can like go to like a player's profile, they can see a couple of film, you know, his highlight reel.
Absolutely.
And check out all of his stats and go, maybe we should look at this kid.
Absolutely.
So that sounds like extremely convenient. That's like the future.
That's the point. That's the point. You know, they even have a recruiting board, so they can like kids just like a Twitter, or they can like a kid and he goes straight to their recruiting board and they can go back and look at him again later. So so we're trying to make it as convenient as possible, and just to give post-grad their own realm, you know, because you have junior college, you got, you know, the transfer portal, you got high school, now you got guys coming from overseas. You know, a good friend of mine, Brandon Collier, he's paved the way for that. So we're just trying to give them their own, you know, gateway and their own path so that they can be recruited just like everyone else.
All right, well, you heard it here. The future of college football and college in general is right here in post-grad. We are here with the two coaches that will be representing the Gulf Atlantic region in the upcoming bowl game. It'll be August 20th at 6 p.m. at Memorial Stadium in Savannah, Georgia. If you could introduce yourself, we have the Fountain City Prep Academy coach.
I'm Coach Daryl Whitehead. It's my first year as head coach at Fountain City. Previously, I was a defensive coordinator there. Just really excited for this opportunity, really excited about it for our kids. I think it's a good showcase, a good opportunity to showcase talent, understanding that we have not shown anything yet, but we're excited for the opportunity.
All right, and we have the coach of the River City Prep Academy out of Jacksonville.
Hey, I'm Coach Justin Moses. I'm the athletic director and head coach at River City Prep in Jacksonville. We're just proud to be here and part of the NPGA.
All right, you guys get to go play in Savannah, Georgia. I'll start off with you. That's a one state over, right, from Alabama. So how are you guys looking at like that travel?
We're going to handle it like as we should. It's a business trip. We'll probably mix in a little, just a little bit of free time there, but understanding that at the end of the day, we're there to handle some business, and this is going to be our first opportunity to participate in an NPGAA stage. So we're approaching it. We're taking more of a business approach to this.
And it'll be a good opportunity for the kids, because I mean most of them probably just did the usual district bus travel around there, and so they're actually making like a trip to like another city, another culture, like getting a taste of that college life, I guess.
Yes, sir. But we do have several players on our team that have done overnight travel in their high schools before. So I lean on those guys to talk with the other guys to make sure that they understand how to handle their business on a road trip.
All right, and for you, it's just a short drive right up there. So how does that feel? Does it feel like kind of it's going to be a home game? Maybe get some more families there?
It does and it doesn't. We're kind of a state away, just like Coach is. So it's only about 2.5 hours away from us. So we're going to do the same thing. We're probably going to go out, make a day of it the day before. Believe it or not, a lot of our kids, just like Coach Whitehead's team, haven't left the area, so this is something different. Then they get to experience a different state, a different area, a different culture, and some different things in Savannah. And it's a historic area there, so we're just going to get up there, take them up there, do some free time, and then get ready to go to battle play coach over there.
So how is like starting off with this like kind of showcase bowl game like working for you? Because you have, I mean, obviously every coach says, you know, the next game is the most important, but this one's like a full showcase. So how is that working into your game plans?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a challenge, being that it's like at the beginning of the season, kind of a, you know, it's almost like the NFL preseasons. You know, us getting into camp and trying to get things rolling. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we're going to accept it and then see what happens.
All right. And for you, do you notice that there's like a kind of a pushback between what they're doing in college and how they've been, you know, like running schemes in high school? Like, so is there a bit of a disparity with that, which you got to get them ready for the next level and maybe introduce some things that they might not be used to?
Yes, and I tell them during the recruiting process that we're gonna run this program as much like what they're going to as we can. It presents its share of challenges. You go through your share of growing pains. Coach and I were talking just when we walked in earlier about you know, some kids have dropped off because they get here and they don't realize how much work actually has to go into what we're doing here. And you find out exactly who wants it and who doesn't when you start to prepare. You start to throw things at them with the playbook that they haven't seen before, that they're not used to doing. Some of them are open to being coached up for that. Some of them just don't want to learn it. So it just presents a lot of challenges. But for the most part, most of them have made the decision to hang in there and take it and understand that, okay, if I really want to do this and I want to go to the next level, I've got to do next level things.
All right. For both of you, what's the most rewarding thing you can think of about being a coach? Like, why are you doing this at this level?
To help the kids. You know, the last 10 years, I've put over 100 kids in college without this platform. And we did our research the last couple of years, and we watched a lot of these programs, like Coach Whitehead's, and we saw the need for these kids, especially with the portal. This gives them just another avenue to get recruited and to be seen. So at the end of the day, the W's are good, but the bigger championship is getting these young men to the next level and earning scholarships.
The same for you.
Yes, I'll echo pretty much everything that Coach just says. This is not a profession that you get in at this level for the money, of course, but it's investing in these young men. I'm a firm believer in these kids don't care how much football you know until they know exactly how much you care about them. So you have to show that. You have to show them that you love them. You have to tell them that you love them. That love is tough sometimes, but that if they're, like I said before, if they're in this for the right reasons, they understand how to take that tough love.
All right, and again, that game will be at Memorial Stadium in Savannah, Georgia, August 20th at 6 p.m. So go check that out.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the NPG Sports Network. We'd like to welcome you to the 2023 Gulf Atlantic Postgrad Preseason Bowl. My name is Jamie Yarrow, and we are playing football here today in Savannah, Georgia, Memorial Stadium. A beautiful stadium dedicated to the Georgians that died at war. And today, it's all about the NPG Athletic Association. If you're new to the NPGAA, the Postgrad Athletic Association was formed in 2021. In their third year now, there are over 20 teams, 21 to be exact, starting with 8 in 2021. This conference was formed to be a bridge for these young men, to give them a bridge year, a gap year or two, to get ready for the next level. Today you're going to be watching the Gulf Atlantic Preseason Bowl. The River City Prep Admirals out of Jacksonville, Florida, taking on the Fountain City Prep Pirates from Prattville, Alabama. Captains out on the field for the coin toss. Captains for the River City Prep. Number 12, Barry Ruiz. Number 66, Marcos Ramos. And for the Fountain City Pirates, number 2, Dalton Yarrow. And number 19, Kobe Bowling. Fountain City Pirates head coached by Daryl Whitehead. River City Admirals head coach Justin Moses. Both teams getting ready to take the field. Fountain City Pirates on the right side of your screen, down there in the end zone, getting warmed up. Coach Daryl Whitehead gives them the go-ahead, and the Fountain City Pirates head to their respective sideline, which will be right here in front of us. The River City Prep Admirals on the other side of the field. Fountain City wearing the black and red, and River City in the gray and white uniforms today. Both teams are new to the league this year. NPGAA. River City in their inaugural season as a team. Fountain City coming off a fantastic year, undefeated season and conference champions in the Southern Postgrad Conference, the SPGC.
The Pirates will receive the ball first.
Announcers looking for a couple people to help on the sideline, and this game will be underway. The NPGAA was formed, like I said, to help these young men retain their eligibility as they try to make it to the next level. They're out here to increase their value, to get some exposure, and they can do that without losing any eligibility at the college level. This postgraduate athletic association is really the first governing body of its kind, and it now spans all across the country. Initially, it began in the Midwest, South, and the East, and this last year expanded to the West, and we'll talk about that more as time goes on throughout the game. River City Admirals taking the field, as well as Fountain City Pirates. Fountain City Pirates will be on your right, working right to left on the screen. Admirals on your left. It looks like the Admirals will kick off to start the game. Pirates back to receive.
Back to receive for Fountain City Pirates. Number 1, Devontae Davis.
Number 1, Devontae Davis back deep. Also back there with him is number 14, Curtis Carter. Set to kick for the Admirals, number 14, Austin Allred. And we are just seconds away from getting the inaugural preseason Gulf Atlantic Bowl underway. First time to have these bowl games at the beginning of the season. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. You can watch this game live on Facebook and on YouTube, so I'm not sure where you're watching today, but we're glad you're here with us. And the kick is up, and this game is underway. Fielded by number 18. Hit hard by number 23, 18, the returner, Chris Merritt. I believe that was Bruno Alves with a big hit. And that'll put the ball spotted at the 25-yard line, and that is where the Pirates will begin the first possession of today's ball game. 1st and 10 for the Pirates from the 25. Dalton Yarrow, number 2, at quarterback. Yarrow with the handoff to number 5. He barrels forward. A gain of a couple. That's Isaiah Daniels, the ball carrier. A gain of 3 yards. Puts the ball on the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Pirates. Number 2, Dalton Yarrow in the gun. Isaiah Daniels in the backfield with him. He's got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Yarrow handoff to Daniels up the middle. He's going to plow forward, but hit by a host of Admirals just before the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress at the 30. And the ball will be spotted there. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up a 3rd down and about 5. Ball is at the 30-yard line.
Yarrow in the gun. 2 to his right, 2 to his left. 3rd and 5 for the Pirates. Yarrow drops back, looks to pass. Pass nearly intercepted. That was number 5. Just about got his hands on the ball. That's Franklin Brown. Brings up 4th and 5. And the Pirates set to punt. Fountain City not able to move the ball to the first down marker on their first possession of the game. And on 4th and 5, number 16 set to punt. A nice high spiral punt. Fair catch called by the Admirals. That's number 18, Brian Rios. The ball spotted at the 36-yard line, and that's where the Admirals will start their possession. Admirals' first offensive possession of the game. 13:07 to go in the first. No score. Admirals will start in their own territory at their 36-yard line. Again, you can watch this game live on Facebook, on the NPG Sports Network Facebook page, or on YouTube at NPGSN. Handoff in the backfield, tackled by number 23, Deshaun Smoke. No gain on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 9. Ball down by number 90. Julius Toole.
A warm day here in Savannah. 87 degrees at kickoff. Number 12 in the gun. Handoff in the backfield. A little bit of confusion. Barry Ruiz at quarterback for the Admirals.
Handoff to number 22. I'm sorry, number 20.
Ball carried by Frazier. A little bit of confusion in the backfield. Looked like it might have been a fake reverse. And the two running backs got tangled up there in the backfield. Brings up 3rd and 9. They gave him a yard on the play. Frazier in the gun. Ruiz in the gun. Drops back, looks to pass. He's got a man wide open. Flag on the play. There's going to be interference called against number 21, Griffin. And the ball was really overthrown. Uncatchable by Ruiz, but the flag came out quickly as the defensive back ran into the receiver. That pass interference call goes against Keandre Griffin, defensive back out of Montgomery, Alabama. $15-yard penalty marks it off into Pirates territory. Ball will be spotted on the 48. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Admirals from there.
Ball is placed at Townshend territory and 47-yard line. First down, River City Prep.
A quick pass dumps it off to number 18. It's got some running room. Pirates defense broke down, and 18 takes it all the way down deep into Pirates territory. That's Brian Rios on the reception. He takes it down inside the 10-yard line. He just sliced his way through that Pirates defense. Ball was caught around the 40-yard line. And the Admirals at the 8-yard line, 1st and goal. From the 8-yard line. Ruiz in the gun. He's got number 21, Shank, in the backfield with him. Got a man in motion. Ruiz hit at the line of scrimmage and tackled. No gain on the play. Tackled by Gomillion. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 8. No gain on the play. Ruiz gets the play from the sideline. Brings it back out to the huddle for the Admirals. The Admirals again in their inaugural year as a team, and obviously the first time to be in the NPGAA. Ruiz in the gun, a high snap. He's able to hang on to it. Pass intended for number 17. Batted down by Smoke. Harvell, the intended receiver, batted down by Smoke, and that'll bring up 3rd down. It was a high snap for Ruiz, but he was able to bring it down and get the pass off, but Smoke in good position for the Pirates and able to knock it down. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 8.
3rd and goal. River City Prep.
Ruiz in the gun. He's got trips to the right. One receiver to his left. He looks right. Pass is overthrown. Intended for number 28. That's Braden Ulysses. And it brings up 4th and goal from the 8. Big decision for the Admirals right here. And it looks like they've got a man back set to attempt the field goal. That's number 14, Austin Allred. Set to kick. Number 88, Seth Bielik, the holder. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Admirals strike first in today's Gulf Atlantic preseason bowl game. The Admirals take a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. 9:35 to go in the first. And the River City Prep Admirals with their first score ever in the history of the team. And it's a field goal by number 14, Austin Allred. Young man will go down in history as the one who scored the first points for the River City Admirals out of Jacksonville, Florida. Coached by Justin Moses in his 16th year of coaching. Allred set to kick off. And back deep to receive is Keontae Davis.
Number 14.
Along with Corey Martin. The kick is up, and it is Corey Martin that'll field. Martin gets a couple blockers. He's got a lot of room. Stepped out of bounds. It was number 14, the kicker, Austin Allred, that pushes him out of bounds. The kicker saved the touchdown. Or Corey Martin was headed for pay dirt for the Fountain City Pirates. Martin with a return from about the 25-yard line down inside Admiral territory. The ball's going to be spotted at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Pirates will take over 1st and 10.
Ball is switched at the 40-yard line. First down.
Pirates working from near the left hash. Right down here in front of us. Isaiah Daniels in the backfield. Yarrow in the gun. He's got one receiver to the right, one to the left. Daniels hit head on right there at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get a yard. Tackled by a host of Admirals. Isaiah Daniels, starting running back for the Pirates from Cincinnati, Ohio. Daniels will come out, number 38. Checks in. Handoff to 38, a fumble on the play. And I believe that the Admirals will come up with it. And I don't know if that was a fumble on the exchange, where that took place, but the ball popped out of his hands. And the Pirates off to a rough start here today in Savannah, Georgia. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the NPG Sports Network, and we'll be right back. Welcome back after that short network break. Admirals 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line following the fumble recovery. Handoff in the backfield, hitting at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by a host of Pirates led by number 95, Jacoby White. Jacoby White, one of the Pirates that made his way down to Media Day. We'll talk a little bit about the NPGAA Media Day that took place down in Orlando several weeks ago. Jacoby White, defensive lineman for the Pirates, made his way down there. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 2nd and 9. Ruiz in the gun, drops back, looks to pass. He's going to roll out to the right. A flag is thrown in the backfield. Pass intended for number 17, Harvell. Thrown out of bounds. But a flag thrown. Looks like holding against the Admirals. And it is. Penalties holding against the Admirals. That will back them up 10 yards. Repeat second down from the 36-yard line.
Second down, 19 yards to go.
Ruiz in the gun. He's got Prince Savay in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to his left, 1 wide right. Ruiz looks back. His pass is over the middle. Pass incomplete. Number 21, Griffin, wanted to get a hand on it for the Pirates, but it was out in front of him. 7:46 to go in the first, and the Admirals with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. 3rd and 19 from the 36-yard line. The line to gain is the Pirates 45. Trips to the left for Ruiz, 1 wide right. Handoff up the middle. One of the longest gains from the line of scrimmage for the Admirals. That's number 44, the ball carrier, Prince Savea. Gain of about 6. Brings up 4th and long, and the Admirals set to punt. Number 88, Seth Bielik, back to punt. Back deep to receive. Cavante Davis, Art Amos, about midfield. And Davis lets it drop, and the ball's going to roll inside the 25-yard line. It looked like the Admirals had a receiver out left. They were looking to see if they could get away with the fake. Defense for the Pirates caught on right at the end. And the Admirals were able to get off the punt. The ball's going to be spotted at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Pirates will take over. This will be their 3rd offensive possession of the day. Pirates working from the right hash, working right to left as you watch the screen. Handoff in the backfield. Tackled at the 20-yard line. That's 29, the ball carrier, Joshua Bonner. A loss of 2 yards brings up 2nd and 12. Bonner in the backfield, Yarrow in the gun. Handoff Bonner. Bonner's going to drive forward, gets back a few, plus a couple, down to the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Pirates, tackled by a host of Admirals.
3rd down and 7.
The Pirates just not able to get any offensive momentum so far. The Admirals doing a great job shutting down what the Pirates are trying. 3rd and 8 from the 25-yard line. Yarrow in the gun. Bonner in the backfield, one to the right, one to the left. Yarrow's pass complete. Complete to number 8. Had to thread the needle. P.J. Merkerson over the middle. And it's a first down for the Pirates. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. 5:36 to go in the first. First completed pass for the Pirates of the ball game. And Yarrow's first completed pass of his tenure at quarterback. First-year quarterback for Dalton Yarrow. Normally playing wide receiver. Handoff in the backfield. Ball carried by number 29. Bonner, tackled by number 3, DJ Williams. And a hard tackle by Williams. Takes down Bonner at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 3. And DJ Williams just put a hit on Bonner. Stopped him in his tracks. Yarrow in the gun. Hand off to Bonner up the middle. Bonner pushes forward. That's a Pirates first down. Gets across the 50-yard line. Looks like it's going to be down at the 49. And first down for the Pirates. And a little bit of momentum here for the Pirates on their third offensive possession. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Yarrow in the gun. That's number 14 in the backfield. Handoff. He goes nowhere. The pocket shut down. There was nowhere for him to go. That was Curtis Carter, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 52, Grayson Peterson for the Admirals. Had a little help from some other Admirals there as well. Cavante Davis checks in for the Pirates. Cedric James comes off. Little tight bunch formation on the left for the Pirates. Got a man in motion. Yarrow in the gun. Drops back, looks to pass. Rolls out to his left. He's got P.J. Merkerson. And the pass is complete down inside the 40-yard line. Yarrow rolls out left. A difficult throw for a right-handed passer. Able to make the pass to Merkerson, and a great catch by P.J. Merkerson. And another first down for the Pirates. Ball's down to the 29-yard line, and head coach Darrell Whitehead wants the Pirates to hurry. Hand off to number 14, Chris Carter in the backfield. Gain of about 2. Gets down to the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Pirates from there. Another trips formation on the short side of the field. Yarrow rolls out right. He's got number 16. Pass complete. Down to nearly the 20-yard line. Pass complete to Corey Martin. Helmet comes off. I could not see who that hit was by the Admirals, but a nice job by the Admirals defensive back to drive Martin out of bounds. That may have been number 25, Zay Jones, but don't quote me on that. That's his area over there to play. But a nice job by the Admirals defensive back to drive him out of bounds. No yards gained after the catch, but nonetheless a great catch to start. Handoff in the backfield. Tackled by number 52. That's Grayson Peterson. Curtis Carter, your ball carrier. Looked like Yarrow had the option, chose to give it to Carter. The Admirals were in the backfield at about the time the ball was handed off. Another trips formation for the Pirates. Carter in the backfield. Yarrow's got one wide right. Hand off to Carter. He drives forward.
Number 14 again. Curtis Tyler. Pick up about 3 yards.
Gain of a couple. The ball's going to be spotted at the 23-yard line.
Number 9.
They're a yard short or so. Maybe a yard and a half short of the original line of scrimmage. It's third down. Penalty flags fly from all over the place. And a false start by the Pirates. That'll back the Pirates up 5 yards. They'll be repeating third down. The ball's on the 28-yard line. The yard to gain is the 11. Third and long for the Pirates here. Pirates with a man in motion. Yarrow over the middle. Pass intended for number 9. Overthrown. That was for Gomillion. Overthrown. And that brings up fourth down. And the Pirates will have to decide what to do. It looks like they may decide to go for it. And it looks like they are. Coach Merkerson, the offensive coordinator, calling the plays. Trips to the right. Yarrow in the gun. Drops back, looks to pass. Intended receiver tripped and fell down. That was number 10. The ball was intended for Braden Grantham, but he lost his footing and fell down out there, and that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Pirates. Some good things by the Pirates. They were able to move the ball, but in the end, not enough. And the Admirals will take over on downs inside their own 30-yard line. The ball spotted at the 28. It'll be first and 10. 1:16 to go here in the first. The Admirals with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. If you're just joining us, we are in Savannah, Georgia for the Gulf Atlantic Postgrad Preseason Bowl. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. I'm Jamie Yarrow. The Admirals from River City Prep out of Jacksonville, Florida, taking on the Pirates of Fountain City from Prattville, Alabama. The ball comes out, and the Pirates say that they have it. We'll see what the officials say. And they do. The ball comes out. And the Pirates recover, and they'll have the ball back. First and 10. The ball is going to be spotted at the 33-yard line. 41 seconds to go in the first.
41 seconds left in the first quarter.
Fountain City will get a new set of downs. A gift from the Admirals as they try to pick up where they left off. Two receivers to the left. Isaiah Daniels, the big running back in the back, gets the ball, pushes forward, and Daniels, with his longest run of the day, gets down inside the 25-yard line. Got into the secondary, tackled by Franklin Brown with some help from some others, and the Pirates now in a hurry-up offense. Isaiah Daniels gets the ball again, nearly lost it, but able to get down inside the 20 now, down to the 18. And that's enough for a Pirates first down. Yarrow tapping his chest as to say that was my fault on the exchange between he and Daniels, but Daniels able to hang on to the ball. That's the end of the first quarter. We're going to go to a commercial break. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. It's 3-0 Admirals over the Pirates. End of 1. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Second quarter. The Pirates with the ball down inside the 20. Hand off Isaiah Daniels in the backfield. He's going to push forward to down inside the 15. Ball's going to be slotted on the 14. Gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Yarrow, another handoff to Daniels in the backfield. He's met in the backfield. Tried to go forward with a yard or so, but a flag comes in. Getting a little chippy out there on the other side. That's number 18, Chris Merritt. Getting a little chippy, and he'll come to the sideline. Have a little conversation with the coaches. Penalty flag thrown on the field. We'll see what this is about. Personal foul against the Pirates. That'll back the Pirates up 15 yards. A costly penalty as the Pirates are having to fight for every yard they're getting. That backs them up to the 29. The line to gain is the 8. 3rd and 21 to go. Yarrow in the gun, got trips to the right. Penalty flag on the field, and it'll be a false start against the Pirates. That'll back them up 5 more yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 26 to go. Yarrow in the gun. A pair of receivers both side. Drops back, looks to pass. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to hang on to it and just run. Yarrow's helmet comes off a big, huge hit by number 5. And Yarrow will have to come out for a down. I believe that was number 5, Franklin Brown, that put the hit on Yarrow. Fourth down, ball spotted on the 25. P.J. Merkerson at quarterback. Merkerson's going to get tripped up. Takes it to run left side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage, and the ball will turn over on downs. The Admirals will take it over inside their own 20-yard line. 13:04 to go in the second. The Admirals with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. The ball will be spotted on the 18, and that's where the Admirals will take over 1st and 10. The NPGAA's got 5 conferences. They've expanded out west now. The Gulf Coast, the Atlantic Coast, the Great Lakes, the Pacific Coast, and the Midwest. You can check them out. Find a bunch of information about the conference online, npgaa.org, as well as all their social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check them out. Go like and follow them on the Facebook page, NPGSN. That's the NPG Sports Network. Go follow that and subscribe so that every time a game goes live, you get alerted. On that YouTube page, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. That way you get alerted every time. On the change of possessions, the Admirals will have it 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Number 12. Barry Ruiz in the shotgun. He's got one to the right, one to the left. On the option, he decides to keep it. Drives forward, gets back to maybe the line of scrimmage. Oh, a yard short, so lost a yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 11. Admirals deep inside their own territory. .12:02 to go in the second. These bowl games are happening at the front of the season. You might have heard that we called them a bowl game, and that's what they're calling these games, bowl games. They want to have some exposure for these young men at the beginning of the season rather than when there's so much going on at the end of the season. So they decided to put the bowl games in the front side to put some exposure on these guys while there's more eyes to watch. They're ready to play. So the inaugural season for these bowl games. 3 bowl games scheduled for preseason in the conference. The Mid-South, the Rocky Mountain, and the Gulf Atlantic. You're watching the Gulf Atlantic today. We're in Savannah, Georgia. A beautiful stadium here, Memorial Stadium. Gain of about 2 yards on that last play for the Admirals. 3rd and 9. Ruiz with a pass intended for number 16. Probably could have had a complete pass. Didn't look like 16 was looking for the ball. That was Bruno Alves. Defended by number 21, Keandre Griffin, but it looked like Alves was running a different route than what Ruiz thought he was going to run. The ball was just thrown behind him. Penalty on the play. They will be repeating 3rd down. The ball did not move. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line for the Admirals. Ruiz in the gun with number 81, Nick Brown, in the backfield with him. It's the first time I've seen him out there. Haven't called his number yet. Roscoe Harvell runs in right before the snap. Ruiz pass intended for, well, it was complete to number 20, Frazier. And a nice open field tackle by number 9. That's Matthew Gomillion. No gain on the play. 4th down from the 24. Seth Bielik back to punt. Nick Brown runs in at the last second. Lines up left side. A high snap. Bielik is going to take it and run. And it looked for a second like Bielik was going to have all kinds of room. I thought he was going to make it to the first down marker, but a handful of Pirate jerseys showed up out of nowhere to tackle him before the line to gain. And the ball turns over on downs. So far today, it's been an offensive struggle on both sides of the ball. Several turnovers on down. And the Pirates will start this possession on the 23 of the Admirals. Dalton Yarrow under center. First time we've seen that wishbone formation. And the Pirates able to move the ball forward. A hard hit. Ball carried by number 29. That's Josh Bonner. I think that may have been number 3, DJ Williams, to put a hit on Bonner. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Another wishbone formation. Yarrow under center. Handoff in the backfield. Isaiah Daniels tripped up. No gain, really, on the play. 17, Roscoe Harvell saved a bunch of yards by tripping up Isaiah Daniels. Penalty flag thrown. Illegal substitution against the Admirals. It'll be 2nd down again for the Pirates. Actually, they're going to take the yards, and it'll move the ball forward. 1st down for the Pirates. Yarrow under center, wishbone formation. Timeout called by the Admirals. Pirates were in a hurry-up offense. Yarrow was ready to get the ball snapped. Handoff to somebody in that wishbone. The Admirals with a timeout called. While they take a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout right here. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Yarrow under center in the wishbone. 1st and 10. That's 29. Bonner drives forward. He's got all kinds of help, and he may push forward. Let's see where they call touchdown Pirates. Number 29, Josh Bonner, pushes forward. We'll see if we can get a replay of that. There's the tail end of it. You watch Josh Bonner being pushed forward. The team effort by the Pirates. Bonner with a drive, come out of the wishbone formation and just pushed and pushed and pushed. Those legs never stopped going. Braden Grantham set to kick the extra point. Kick is up and good. And the extra point is good, and that's Braden Grantham's first extra point of his career. First time field goal kicker for the Pirates is Grantham. The holder for that was Cavante Davis. Braden Grantham punches it through the uprights. A new position for Grantham this year. Also plays wide receiver, but is taken over as the team's field goal kicker as well. And his first ever field goal and extra point after Bonner's drive from about 10, 12 yards out. 8:52 to go in the second. The Pirates take a 7-3 lead over the Admirals from River City Prep out of Jacksonville, Florida. Head coach Justin Moses in his 16th year of coaching. Moses with a 98-39 record as a head coach. Also has some activity in a developmental league. First year inaugural season for the River City Prep. The Pirates set to kick. It looks like Braden Grantham will kick off for the Pirates as well. Back deep to receive for the Admirals. It's number 16 and number 3. That's DJ Williams and Bruno Alves. And Braden Grantham set to kick. Grantham tries for the onside kick, but could not get it to go. It went about 4 yards.
Kickoff went about 4 yards.
Come on, defense! Let's go!
Grantham tried for the onside kick, but just caught the edge of the top of the football with his toe and just could not get it to go. No doubt that Coach Whitehead will be adding that to the practice schedule. Admirals from the 39. 1st and 10. Some great field position for the Admirals. Ruiz with the handoff to number 17. 17 lowers his head.
Handoff to number 17.
Roscoe Harvell. Number 23, Smoke. Met him in the gap. Stopped him where he was and got a little help from some more Pirates. Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Harvell in the backfield with Ruiz. Gets the ball again. And he's met in the backfield. That's number 19. That'll put the finishing touches on him. That's Kobe Bowling. Bowling from Montgomery, Alabama. One of the team captains for the Pirates.
Kobe Bowling brings up a 3rd down and 13.
Loss of 3 yards brings up 3rd and 12. Ruiz in the gun. He's got trips to the left. Penalty flags fly after the snap. Penalty looks to be false start against the Admirals.
It
is false start. False start's on, I believe it was number 42, Jeremiah Shack. That'll back him up 5 yards. Ball spotted at the 46, the line to gain, the 29. Same formation, trips to the left. Kendall Hirsch, Ruiz rolls out. Tries to throw right there at the end, just before he went out of bounds. Pass goes incomplete. It was intended for number 21, Shank, but really just the last-ditch effort for him to get rid of the ball. Trying to make something out of nothing, Ruiz was. Brings up 4th and long for the Admirals. This will be the first meeting between these two teams, but not the last. They will meet again in a couple weeks in the regular season. As a reminder, this is a preseason bowl game. 88 set to kick. That's Seth Bielik. Penalty flag. Penalties against the Admirals, backs him up 5 yards. Likely a false start against the Admirals. Ball's in their own territory now. Bielik back to punt. Another high snap, but he's able to get a hold of it. Fielded by number 1, Cavante Davis. A clean job fielding it, but right there, 2 Admirals, number 9, number 21, Christian Sellers, and Briar Shank. There to stop Davis from any return. Cavante Davis, wide receiver out of Anniston, Alabama. Also serves as the Pirates' kick returner. Ball spotted at the 17 for the Pirates. It'll be 1st and 10. Yarrow under center, back to the wishbone. They found a lot of success with that. They're going to go back to it again. Tackle made by number 69, Bonner, the ball carrier. Malachi Young on the tackle. Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 for the Pirates. Yarrow under center. Hand off to number 30, Cedric James, fullback out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Gain of a yard or 2. Looks like he picked up 2, brings up 3rd and 7. Ball's at the 20-yard line. And the Pirates, while they've had some success with that wishbone, down inside the red zone, they're going to have to get some bigger chunks of yard than 1 or 2 at a time. Yarrow rolls out. And pass is complete to number 29, Josh Bonner. Yarrow under all kind of pressure. That was number 40 putting all kind of pressure. That's Briar Prince. And the pass to Bonner is enough for a first down for the Pirates. First and 10 from the 28-yard line for the Pirates. Yarrow in the gun. He's got one to his right, one to his left. That ball was snapped a little bit to the right and really into the hands of the running back. I don't know if we can get a replay quick enough for that, but the ball was snapped right into the hands of the running back. Watch this snap. Ends up right into the hands of the running back. Yarrow gets it with his right hand, but right into the hands of the running back. Gain of about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7. Receiver wide right. Yarrow looks over the middle. He's got P.J. Merkerson. And P.J. Merkerson goes up high, comes down with it, and another pass over the middle complete to Merkerson. Another first down for the Pirates, and the Pirates in a little bit of a rhythm here, able to move the ball down close to the midfield marker. Ball spotted at the 42. Hand off in the backfield. That's Bonner. He is swarmed by a handful of Admirals. 23, 69, and 9. Christian Sellers, Napoleon Sion, and Malachi Young. All three teamed up, the trifecta, to take down Bonner. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 for the Pirates from the ball, from the 41.
On the 43-yard line.
Another handoff in the backfield. Ball carried by number 9, Gomillion.
Handoff to number 9.
Gain of 3 yards. Gets back across the line of scrimmage +2, and it brings up third and 8. Third and 8.
Ball down by number 17.
Memorial Stadium here in Savannah, Georgia. A beautiful stadium. Seats about 5,000. Renovated in 2018, I believe it was. And a timeout called by the Admiral. Second timeout of the game, of the half. Timeout called by the Admirals. While they take a quick timeout on the field, we're going to take a quick timeout as well. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. We'll be right back. And we're back. Timeout on the field called by the Admirals. When we come back to play, the Pirates will have the ball 3rd and 8 from the 44-yard line. The NPG Sports Network is going to have a game of the week this season, in the regular season. It'll be somewhere all over the country. Conferences spread out from the East Coast to the West Coast now for the NPGAA. Conference continues to grow year after year after year. 3 years old now, the conference is. Started with 8 teams. Last year went to 14. This year they're up to 21 teams, and they got more on the waiting list. 3rd and 8. Yarrow in the gun. Rolls out to his left. Pass is complete. Let's see if they give it to him, and they do. The pass is complete. I believe that's P.J. Merkerson. It is. P.J. Merkerson coming back to get that pass, diving right at the line to gain. And it's another first down for the Pirates, all across midfield into Admirals territory. A tight bunch, trips to the left. Yarrow rolls out to the right. He's got all kind of pressure on him, but a pass complete to number 16. 16 with yards after the carry. A nice job. Pushed out of bounds by number 5. That's Franklin Brown. But Corey Martin with another nice reception and run. Yards to gain after the catch. A good call by offensive coordinator Coach Merkerson for the Pirates. A bunch formation of trips to the left, and Yarrow rolls out right to a lone receiver. All kinds of room. Pass complete for a big gain. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Handoff in the backfield. That's number 9. The ball comes out, and it looks like the Admirals will have it. And they do. Matthew Gomillion coughs it up inside the 25, and that has got to be a stinger for the Pirates, who have worked so hard to get down close to the red zone. And another turnover to change possession. On your screen right now is the league commissioner. That's Leo Etienne. He has been putting on these bowl games, has marvelously coordinated today's game, and is leading this league as it continues to grow. Like I said earlier, there's 21 teams in the league this year. And I think he told me that there was 8 more that are on a waiting list for next year. And so the league continues to grow. It's an outstanding opportunity for these young men to retain their eligibility while continuing to increase their value, to increase their exposure, while they're working towards getting to the next level. On the turnover, 1st and 10 for the Admirals. Handoff in the backfield. That's number 44, and he's going to go nowhere. Tackled by number 90. That was Prince Savay. Tackled by Julius Tootle of Prattville, Alabama. A timeout called on the field. And while they take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll take a timeout. Ruiz in the gun. Got a pair of receivers to the right. He's going to hand off in the backfield. Number 81 nearly got away, but a great job by number 90. Again, back-to-back tackles by Julius Tootle. And another timeout called on the field. 57 seconds to go before the half. Pirates with a 7-3 lead over the Admirals. At halftime, we're going to have an interview with the commissioner. So don't go anywhere. You're going to want to stick around for that. You'll hear from the commissioner at halftime. He's going to tell you about the league, tell you where it has been, where it's going. So we're looking forward to hearing from him. The Pirates leave their huddle and head back out to the field. The whistle blows as the Admirals break their huddle as well. 57 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 14 to go for the Admirals. Pirates defense has stepped up strong over the last couple plays. Ruiz in the backfield. Number 81 flanking to his left. That's Nick Brown. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We haven't seen a lot of passing from Ruiz, but Nick Brown gets the ball in the backfield. Players getting a little chippy, no flags thrown. A timeout is called again, and the Pirates just using all their timeouts trying to stop the clock. They want to get the ball back. It's 4th and 12 to go for the Admirals, but 46 seconds to go in the half, and the Pirates would like to have the ball back with one more chance. One more chance to put some points on the board before halftime. This year, the NPGAA expanded to the West Coast, brought in some teams out there. they have some more that are expressing interest. The commissioner will probably share some more information about that. But it really puts the league in a position where they can have an effect across the whole country. And they're gaining exposure. The league's gaining popularity. Just like you're able to watch this today, the league is going to try to have a game of the week each week. You'll be able to watch that as well. 4th down as we come back to play. Seth Bielik set to punt. He does get it off. Davis fields the punt. Gets by the first line of defenders. And the clock will stop. The ball spotted at the 39. Fans a little upset that there wasn't a flag called, but it looked like the Admirals players were just trying to get up and their feet got caught. As Cavante Davis was on the ground, their feet kind of got caught up. It didn't look anything egregious to me from my point of view anyway. But the fans did not agree. They are passionate about their players, that's for sure. Yarrow in the gun all by himself in the backfield. He's got trips to the left, a pair of receivers to the right. 41 seconds to go. Yarrow with an audible. Yarrow goes up. He's got Braden Grantham. And Grantham with the catch. The outstretched football. We got to get a replay of this because the outstretched football of Grantham. Yarrow calls an audible from the line. The outstretched arms of Braden Grantham. He goes up. That's number 10. Up, makes the catch. And look at this effort. Dives across the goal line into pay dirt. Grantham with the reception. 40-yard reception for Grantham and the touchdown. And now Grantham's going to turn around and try to kick the extra point. Grantham will be responsible for all 7 points if he puts this one through the uprights. Cavante Davis to hold. The hold was not as steady as probably what it needed to be. It looked like Davis may have bobbled the hold just a little bit. Grantham got the ball up, but just not able to get it through the uprights. Looked like it went wide right. But the Pirates able to put up 6 before the half. And a great job by the Pirates coaching staff calling those back-to-back-to-back timeouts to give them time to get the ball back in order to be able to put the ball in the end zone. Yarrow with an audible from the line throws the jump ball up for Braden Grantham. Grantham catches it inside the 5, and the outstretched arms of Grantham to get it across the end zone. The Admiral defender was doing everything he could to hold Grantham from getting in, but Grantham's outstretched arms enough to cross the plane. We'll put 6 more on the board. 13-3 with 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Pirates with a lead over the Admirals. Admirals in their inaugural season as a team and in the NPGAA, and the Pirates in their first year in this conference. Pirates coming off an undefeated season and a conference championship in the Southern Postgrad Conference. A lot of times these teams will be starting fresh every year. If you follow the Postgrad conferences, you'll see that a lot of these teams will start fresh every year with new players. And Grantham doesn't try an onside kick this time, puts the boot to it. Fielded at the 17-yard line. That's number 16. He'll return it up beyond the 35. That's number 16, Bruno Alves, the returner. And with 23 seconds to go, the Admirals will have the ball 1st and 10. From their own 37-yard line. Admirals assistant coaching staff, DC Derek Williams, Damian Grimes, Eric White, Josh Worthy, Justin Reagan, and Randall Richburg, all lending a hand to Justin Moses to coach this brand new River City team. River City Prep out of Jacksonville, Florida. About a 2 and some change hour drive for the River City Prep Admirals. A little over 6 hours to get here for the Pirates. Ruiz is upended by number 9, Gomillion. Gomillion responsible for the fumble, a possession or two possessions ago, I guess it was, trying to make up for it right there. And the clock is going to wind down, and that's going to take us to the half. The Fountain City Prep Pirates with a 13-3 lead over the Admirals. You're watching the 2023 Gulf Atlantic Postgrad Preseason Bowl in Savannah, Georgia. We're at Memorial Stadium. As you get ready for the halftime show, don't go anywhere. You're going to hear from the commissioner. That's coming up shortly. And then after that, we'll see these two teams battle it out in the second half. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. I'm Jamie Yarrow. Stand by for the halftime show.
We're here at the end of the media days for the NPGAA. We're here with the commissioner, Leo Etienne. So we obviously had a good time, got to meet a lot of these teams. You know, the league is growing. Can you just kind of give us like a general like state of the NPGAA?
I think we do have a lot of good energy that's growing within postgrad within itself. Okay, with the association, I mean we're growing at a rapid pace. You know, in 2021 when we first started, we only had 8 teams, and then we transitioned to 2022 and went up to 14 teams, and now here in 23 we have 21 teams, and we've expanded out to the West Coast.
So we're watching the growth of post-grad because a lot of people don't have the idea of what that is. At the same time as the NPGAA is also growing. So in a way, the NPGAA is post-grad. So what do you see as kind of your role in shaping what people can see when they look at NPGAA, how that reflects upon post-grad?
Well, I think for the association, it allows kids to have another valuable option. As the transfer portal has made it tough for a lot of kids, they can look now those incoming freshmen if they don't have an opportunity that they normally would have without the transfer portal. Then postgrad provides them that valuable option because there's a lot of key benefits within postgrad. You know, they're not losing any years of their eligibility. Their clock doesn't start. They're playing high-level talent, and then some teams they're also playing other college small-level teams. So it gives them a great opportunity to jump into the postgrad ranks and challenge themselves.
So you have to run an athletic conference at the same time as you're trying to recruit new teams. I mean, do you see obviously expansion, but do you see there being like a goal over, is it how many teams do you want, or is it the areas that are covered? Like, what is your plan for the future?
I think opportunity and exposure is the one thing that we definitely think about. You know, when we look at how postgrad itself has developed here in the South, Florida doesn't have junior college football, so postgrad gives those kids an opportunity to stay close in state opposed to venture out. A lot of those kids have never went anywhere before. So allowing postgrad to grow here in the South, it gives those kids a viable option. Now, as other states and cities have seen the success that we have had here locally within the state of Florida, it allows them to venture out and reach out to the association to find out, hey, how can we be a part of that? And then that's where the opportunity and exposure comes into play, because now those teams, they can start inquiring about postgrad, and we can help walk them through so that now they can become members of the association.
So you also offer the ability for people who are maybe sitting back watching this and they're thinking like, I would like to help somebody out, do this post-grad thing. You kind of help walk them through the process of that?
Yeah, most definitely. Once we have a member program that is interested, we vet our programs that are coming into the association to make sure they embody what we have envisioned when it comes to the association and postgrad in general. And then after we do that, then we move on to the next step to making sure that they're the right fit for what we're trying to do.
How'd you get involved in this in the first place? Because my first time hearing about it was just about a year ago almost. So how did you get involved in postgrad?
I'm a community guy. At the same time, my job is to help, uplift my community and uplift the kids who are in my community who are at need. With doing so, I was once a JUCO guy. I took the JUCO route. So when you look at the postgrad model, it mimics what goes on in the JUCO model. The good thing about it is there's a lot of key benefits here as well as junior college. But when we speak of postgrad and why a kid would go postgrad, the opportunity is definitely there. They get to test drive the car before they got to buy it, and doing everything that they would do on the junior college level, they can do it here on the postgrad level.
A lot of the, thought is about like the athletic part of it, right? Like getting bigger, getting faster. Somehow they didn't get the offers, but for some of them. But how important is the academic side to you in this postgrad?
The academic side is very important. As we heard here today, there's a ton of kids with academically they're sound. They just missed the boat, or the boat sailed out without them and other people jumped on. So on the academic side, we get kids who have, 3.0s, 3.5s, even 4.0 GPAs. They just want to give themselves a valid opportunity to understand what the college game is about before they actually make the big jump.
I've noticed a lot of these coaches, when people say they care about their players, these people are really doing it for their players. They're only with them for a short time. How important in this whole process is the coach beyond just being the guy who calls X's and O's? Like, is he the center point of it?
He has to be. He has to be, because these kids and these parents are entrusted in this coach to help guide me for the next 5 to 7 months. If kids come in during the summertime of their postgrad program, then they stretch out to 7 months. So opposed to a college program where a kid would be there 4 to 5 years, we have a short time span with those kids. So now to allow the kid to understand, hey, I want to help guide you so that we can prepare you for that next level once you move on to the college level.
All right. So say there's a kid sitting back watching this. He's maybe got a couple offers. They're D1, but maybe it's a lower level group of 5, or maybe it's a Power 5 and he doesn't want to go there. But somebody's in his ear telling him, hey, man, you got to take this opportunity now. You got scholarship you can do this or that. Why should they, bet on themselves, as everyone keeps saying, and go to postgrad? Talk to that kid.
Well, he has to understand that offer and what are the ingredients within that offer. Are you a priority, or are you another number? Do they want to fill in? You might get some programs that be like, hey, we like him, but he needs to develop a little bit more. I always tell kids, if they like you coming out of high school, they'll love you coming out of postgrad, given the fact that if you do what you need to do. As I always say, you can't be mad at the work that you didn't put into it. If you don't come into postgrad with your head on strong and focus on what you need to focus on so that you can continue to develop, then, you'll quickly understand that, I guess that offer that I had, I guess I really wasn't ready for it, and now we get a ton of college coaches. A lot of them are coaching for their job, depending on how many years they're at that particular school and if they've coming off a bad season. They have to win, and they have to win now. So a lot of kids having the opportunity to go post-grad, it buys them a little time, and clean up where they've messed up at coming out of high school.
All right. So we'll just end with this. look into your crystal ball 10, 20 years from now. Where do you see the NPGAA within the landscape of athletics in America? Where do you hope it will be?
Well, any successful organization starts with consistency. We want to be consistent. I think with what we've done, we've been consistent as we sit back and we follow, our fellow association partners when it comes to the college world. We want to make sure we're doing things that align with what college embody. So I feel like we're strong when it comes to expanding, and other teams in postgrad programs that are developing across the country, they're looking at the NPGAA as a viable option so that they can be a part of a sports family as we continue to grow. All the programs that are joining the association, the head admin personnel, it's all about community. They want to make sure that they can grow their community. They want to make sure they're helping young men and women across the country. So I think the future of the NPGAA is very bright, but it starts with consistency, and I think we're on the right path.
All right. I know as a commissioner you can't make any picks, but there are any teams you're really interested in their story, or maybe where they're going to end up at the end of the year? Any teams we should, be paying attention to?
All of them.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, there's no two postgrad programs that are alike. Each program is unique in their own way, as you can see with the teams that came in today. And with doing so, I think we try to do our best job with following each team and understanding the stories that are there with each team and each individual athlete, because there's always a unique story.
All right. Well, that does it for the NPGAA 2023 Media Days.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I am Jamie Yarrow, and you are watching the NPG Sports Network, the official network of the NPGAA, the National Postgrad Athletic Association. And if that's new to you, it is a athletic association that is designed to give athletes a bridge year to be able to bridge from high school to their next level, whatever that might be, if it's their first year of college, whatever it may be. And it allows them to get some exposure, get some experience. It allows them to get out there and play without taking away any of their eligibility. So a lot of these players, or actually all of these players, are attending a college but not taking a full load usually, because that allows them to retain their eligibility. And so the Fountain City Pirates most of their players are affiliated with the Central Alabama Community College in Prattville, Alabama. And the River City Prep Admirals, their players will either attend St. John's River State College or Florida State College in Jacksonville. And so you heard from the commissioner at halftime. We got to hear from him about the league and all the things that they're doing and want to accomplish. And so hope you got to catch that interview. If you didn't, if you stepped away at halftime, I would encourage you to go back and check that out. You can go back and watch this replay after the fact and go back and check that out, because the commissioner's doing some great things with the league. He and the board are moving this thing along. It's growing rapidly, and that is a great thing for these athletes as they work to gain exposure and more experience and bridge that gap. As we get ready to get cranked back off here, folks, the Admirals will kick off.
Kicking off for River City Prep. It's Austin Howard. Right feet.
Number 14, Austin Allred, set to kick off. The kick is fielded at about the 25-yard line by number 16. The whistle blows that dead. That was number 16, Corey Martin. He's returned a couple kicks today, and that one got about a 7-yard return or so up to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Pirates will start. That is where they'll get started. Pirates now working right to left. The Fountain City Pirates wearing the black and red if you're just joining us. The River City Admirals in the gray tops and pants with the white helmets. Yarrow. in the gun. Handoff to Isaiah Daniels. Daniels drives forward, tackled by number 69. And number 44, that's Prince Savay. And number 69, Malachi Young. A gain of 4 yards, brings up 2nd and 6 for the Pirates. Yarrow in the gun. He's got one in the backfield with him. Daniels drives forward. Gain of another couple yards, takes it down to the 38-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Pirates as they move the ball slowly but surely down the field. 14:04 to go in the 3rd. If you're just joining us, Pirates up 13-3 over the Admirals. 2 touchdowns and an extra point. And Isaiah Daniels drives forward again. He gets the ball one more time, tackled by number 52, I believe it was. 52, Grayson Peterson. Tripped him up, but it'll be a first down for the Pirates. That's Isaiah Daniels, running back out of Cincinnati, Ohio, coming off the field to get a breather. Number 38 checks in for the Pirates. He drives forward for a few yards, and the Pirates are able to get a little gain on the ground here as we get started in the second half of play. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. Another handoff outside, 38. He turns it up. He knew he wasn't going to get any more on the outside, turned it upfield and was met by 2 or 3 Admirals. I believe that was number 23 that kind of led the charge. That's Napoleon Sion. No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 7. Ball spotted at the Pirates, 46. Ball on the far hash. Trips to the left for Yarrow. He's got one lone receiver to the right. We've seen him roll out to this lone receiver, and he does it again this time. You see the pass is incomplete. Nope. I believe they did. Did they give it to him? The pass is complete. Pass was complete to number 16, Corey Martin, as he stepped out of bounds right after making the catch. A nice job by Martin getting his feet in bounds before he stepped out of bounds. Yarrow all by himself in the backfield, a set of 4 receivers to his left. P.J. Murkison with a big stiff arm gets him about 5 or 6 more yards after the catch. A little dump pass to P.J. Murkison, right maybe a yard or 2 beyond the line of scrimmage. That takes him down close to the first down marker. It brings up 2nd and 2 for the Pirates.
It's at the gate. If anyone has lost in their phone, it's at the gate.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line of the Admirals. 4 receivers to the right. Yarrow with a wide snap. He's running for his life, and he's going to throw it. He made the throw and catch. That's number 1, Devontae Davis, who found some grass. Yarrow was being pursued by 2 Admirals, and it looked like he was just going to have to throw it away. But Cavante Davis does a great job finding some open grass. Admirals had pressure on him, probably the most pressure the Admirals have been able to put on the quarterback so far today. They have not recorded a sack, but that was about as close as they have gotten so far. Great job by the Admirals, but Yarrow able to get it off to Davis. Enough for a first down. Yarrow rolls out left, looking for some help, and he's got an open receiver in the end zone. And Yarrow finds number 18 in the corner. That's Chris Merritt.
Pass at 30 yards.
Yarrow rolled out to his left, was pursued by a handful of Admirals, found number 18, Chris Martin, in the corner. Great job by the Pirates receivers to find some grass as their quarterback rolled out. Braden Grantham punches in the extra point, his second of the day, second of his career. Grantham, the new field goal kicker for the Pirates this year. And the Pirates take a 19-3 lead over the Admirals. We saw on a couple occasions on that drive, we saw the receivers for the Pirates have to find some grass as Yarrow was being pursued by the Admirals. And hats off to those receivers for being able to find some open space, get some separation between those defensive backs, and make it possible to get a pass completed to them. So great job, hats off to them. And hats off to the Admirals for putting the pressure on Yarrow as they had down on that drive. The most pressure they'd put on the quarterback so far was on that drive, I think. Yarrow, first-year quarterback, his second year with the Pirates. Played wide receiver all year last year. But first-year quarterback this year. And is showing his versatility as he rolls out of the pocket, able to make those completions. Braden Grantham set to kick off for the Pirates. Number 16 and number 3 back to receive. That's DJ Williams, Bruno Alves. And it's Alves. Couldn't field the ball cleanly. DJ Williams picks it up. And Williams absolutely runs over number 29, but he's able to hang on. Josh Bonner, running back from Birmingham, Alabama for the Pirates. Made the tackle, but DJ Williams made him pay for it as DJ Williams just ran over him. 10:21 to go in the third. The Admirals will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Ruiz in the gun. Harvell in the backfield with him. Fumble. Ruiz drops it, but it looks like the Admirals are able to get back on top of it. I think Ruiz fell on the ball. I think he may have just lost control of that.
Lost the 4 yard. Brings up a 2nd and 14.
Loss of 3 yards brings up 2nd and 13 for the Admirals. Ruiz in the backfield in the shotgun. Rolls out to his right. We haven't seen very many passes through the hands of number 20. Andre Green from Calera, Alabama. In and out of his hands. And no doubt he'd like that one back. Pass was intended for number 16, Bruno Alves. .9:38 to go in the third. 3rd and 13. Ruiz drops back, goes up to pass, and the pass is caught. A nice job by number 20. The concentration by Frazier. Bobbled the ball. He had to go up high to get it. Bobbled the ball. Came down on his back, but was able to hang on to that ball. A great job by Frazier.
Right to punt for River City Prep is number 88. Right to receive.
Brings up fourth and about 8 to go.
City Prep is number 1. Devontae Davis.
Admirals back to punt, number 88, Seth Bielik. Devontae Davis back deep to receive. Art Amos short, but Davis will receive the punt. Davis nowhere to go. And number 17, Roscoe Harvell.
Third down, Fountain City Prep.
Roscoe Harvell.
At the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Pirates will take over first and 10 from the 28 with 8:30 to go in the third. Pirates with a 20-3 lead over the Admirals. Pirates working right to left. Both teams in their first year in the NPGAA. Trips to the left. Pair of receivers to the right. Yarrow all by himself in the backfield. Takes the snap. And Yarrow goes down for the first sack of the day. And Yarrow takes the sack back at the 22-yard line. That'll be a loss of 6 yards, excuse me. Takes him back to the 22. Brings up second and 16. Great job by the Admirals secondary, making sure there wasn't anyone for Yarrow to throw to. I believe that was number 69, Malachi Young, that got a hold of him. Eventually there was a couple more Admirals that came to help. Yarrow steps up in the pocket. Tries to throw to Merkerson over his head and brings up third down. Yarrow had some grass there. Should have just taken off with it. But nonetheless, pass incomplete. Brings up third and 16. Trips to the left. Yarrow with one in the backfield with him. It's number 38. Yarrow drops back, looks to pass, steps up in the pocket, rolls out right. He's hit hard. He goes down but gets back up. That's number 3, DJ Williams, that got a hit on the quarterback. Pass was intended for number 16, Corey Martin. Pass falls incomplete, and the ball will come up fourth down, and looks like Braden's out there. Braden Grantham is out there to punt. The Admirals will end up with good field position on this punt by the Pirates from their own 22-yard line. Braden Grantham. Standing on about his own 12. A timeout is called by the Admirals. River City takes their first timeout of the half. And while they take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. We'll be right back. We come out of the timeout. Braden Grantham for the Pirates set to punt. Nearly got the punt blocked. A nice job by the Admirals. That was number 16. Bruno Alves nearly blocked the punt. Would have given the Admirals phenomenal field position. If not, they may have even picked up the ball and stepped into the end zone with it. But Grantham able to get the punt off. But the Admirals with good field position. Ball spotted at their own 48-yard line, and that's where they're going to start this possession. 1st and 10 with 7:16 to go in the third. Defensive coordinator for the Pirates, Tony Broadnax, first-year defensive coordinator for the Pirates. Pirates defensive coordinator last year was this year's head coach, Darrell Whitehead. Handoff in the backfield. Hit a yard or two behind in front of the line of scrimmage, excuse me. Gain of a yard, but a flag is thrown. White hat threw a flag from the backside. Face mask called against the Pirates. Personal foul, face mask. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Admirals. And the ball spotted deep into Pirates territory, down to the 34-yard line. The Admirals with great field position. Ruiz in the gun. He's got one in the backfield with him, Josh Hill. And Josh gets the handoff. He's breaking out left side. He's got a little bit of running room. One of the better runs that we've seen out of the backfield for the Admirals today. Gets up near the line to gain. About a yard or half a yard short. Hill in the backfield again. He gets the call. Flag on the play, and that's going to be false start against the Admirals. Admirals tried for a hurry-up start right there, tried to catch the Pirates off guard. Just didn't have everybody set in time. Ruiz looks like he was going to keep the ball, roll out left side on that. 5-yard penalty backs him up to the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 6. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Hill gets the handoff. He's going to go nowhere. Tackled in the backfield by number 23 and number 19. Smoke and Bowling. A loss of 2 yards brings up 3rd and 8 for the Admirals. Ruiz in the gun. Takes a snap. Ruiz is going to get sacked in the backfield by number 23. Number 23, Deshaun Smoke. Got Ruiz in his grips and did not let go in a big loss. Back-to-back sacks on possessions for these teams. Yarrow gave up a sack on the Pirates' last possession, and now Ruiz gives up a sack on this possession. First sacks that we've seen in the game, and they're on back-to-back possessions. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. 4th down, Ruiz in the gun. They're going to go for it on 4th and about 15. Ruiz is being chased. He's going to get chased out of bounds, and a flag is going to be thrown. And the Pirates, number 95, just lost composure. 95 just pushed Ruiz about 4 yards out of bounds. Jacoby White. And that fourth down is going to turn into a first down for the Admirals. Personal foul is the call against number 95. That's one of those where you just have to keep your head about you because the Pirates had the fourth down. Ruiz was not going to reach the line to gain. And the ball would have turned over on downs had he not pushed him out of bounds like that. One of those cases where you just have to keep your head, keep your cool, know that there's something bigger coming behind that. And Ruiz with the pass complete. Number 21 right there to make the open field tackle. It's number 83 on the reception, TJ Davis. But Keandre Griffin makes a nice open field tackle. A loss of a yard on the play brings up 2nd and 11. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. All by himself in the backfield, Ruiz. Ruiz doing more throwing now than we've seen in the past. He takes off to run this time, and Ruiz gets hit by number 23, tackled by Deshaun Smoke, but a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. We'll see where they spot it. They give him a good spot down to about the 7. Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Admirals. Ruiz wants to hurry up. Ruiz drops back, looks to pass. He's got a man inside the 5. Pass falls incomplete, intended for number 16, Bruno Alves. Broken up by Art Amos and number 23, Deshaun Smoke. 4th and 3. We'll see what the Admirals decide to do here. Surely from inside the 10-yard line, they're going to go for it. It looks like they are. Ruiz all by himself. Got 3 receivers to the right. And a timeout called by the Admirals. Before the snap, Admirals get a timeout called. And while they take a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. We'll be back in just a minute. Ruiz with the pass from the backfield, intended for, I think that was intended for number 20. Falls behind him, falls incomplete. That was Frazier, the intended receiver. And that was 4th down. Ball turns over on downs, and the Pirates will take it over, but deep inside their own territory. The ball's going to be spotted at the 7-yard line. That's where the Pirates will take over. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Pirates with a 20-3 lead over the Admirals. Yarrow with the formation we hadn't seen yet. 2 in the backfield with him. Nice little spin move. That's number 38, the ball carrier. Gain of about 6 or 7. Takes it down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 3. Yarrow with the snap, handoff in the backfield. And a big hole right up the center. Number 38, the ball carrier, decided to take it out right side. Gain on the play, though, enough to get about a yard short of the line to gain. It brings up 3rd and 1 for the Pirates. These two teams will face off again on September 2nd in the regular season. Handoff in the backfield again. It looks like it was number 5, Isaiah Daniels. And Daniels' run will be enough for a Pirates first down. He's going to carry the ball down to the 19-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 for the Pirates. 2 in the backfield with Yarrow, 1 receiver right and left. Isaiah Daniels punches it up the middle. Daniels takes it down to the 30-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Daniels will have to come out, lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out of play. Number 29, Josh Bonner, will check in. Bonner with a touchdown under his belt early in this game. Bonner gets the ball, and Bonner high steps it, continues to run. He's going to make it down to about the 45-yard line, and it looks like a little fatigue setting in on the part of the Admirals. Pirates continuing to drive. There is a Admiral player that's down. Got an injured player. He is getting up on his own. He'll take a break. That's number 23. That's Napoleon Sion. He'll take a break for at least a possession. Not long enough for an injury timeout, and we'll continue to play. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Pirates with a handoff in the backfield. That's Isaiah Daniels. Barrels forward across the 50-yard line. Down to the 48. Brings up 2nd and 2, and the Pirates offensive line doing a great job opening up holes for these guys as they're, at this point, able to gain big chunks every time they touch the ball. Isaiah Daniels with another carry. A flag comes in from the backside behind the Admirals. It is enough for a first down, but we'll see what this flag is. Flag is illegal substitution against the Admirals. That penalty is declined, and the Pirates will take the first down. Timeout called. We come back from the timeout. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line, excuse me. Ball carried out of the backfield. That's number 38.
Pick up about 8 yards. Bring up the second and 2.
Another carry by number 38. Gets, it looks like, to the line to gain. We'll see if they give it to him. Looked like it was enough for the first down. That was only 2nd and 2. We'll see what they call. Yarrow comes over to offensive coordinator, Coach Rodriguez Murkison. And it is enough for a first down. Ball spotted on the 35. Clock will wind down here with 20 seconds to go. It continues to run. Pirates will get one more play off in this quarter. Yarrow takes the snap, drops back, looks to pass. He's got a pass. He's got it wide open. Pass intended for number 1. Art Amos, intercepted by number 33. That was Omari Wilkes. And that's the end of the third. That's the end of the third. We're going to take a quick break in between quarters. We'll be back to start the fourth in just a minute. You're watching the NPG Sports Network. We'll be right back. And we're back for the beginning of the fourth quarter of the Gulf Atlantic Postgrad Preseason Bowl. Handoff in the backfield. The Admirals with the ball inside the 1 yard line after an interception by Omari Wilkes. Yarrow's first interception of the game. Ruiz in the backfield. Penalty flag thrown. False start by the Admirals. The ball will move half the distance of the goal line. The nose of the ball just inches off the goal line. Ruiz in the backfield, standing about halfway into the end zone. Ruiz drops back, looks to pass. He's got a intended for number 20. That was Frazier, but Frazier running a different route than what Luis thought he was going to. I don't know if he just was trying to get rid of the ball, or he thought that Frazier was going to run a route that came across the middle. But one of the Pirates' safeties was the closest man to the ball. Brings up third. Third and about 14 to go. The ball spotted just inches off the goal line. Ruiz going to roll out right. He's got pressure. Ruiz pass falls incomplete, intended for number 20, Frazier. Pursued by Kobe Bowling and number 56, Bakari Kennedy. That brings up 4th down. Admirals will try to get a punt off. Number 88, Seth Bielik, standing on the back of his end zone. Andre Green. The ball is snapped out of the end zone, and that results in a safety. Pirates will get an extra 2 on the board. .41 to go in the ball game. Pirates with a big lead over the Admirals. 22-3 your score as we are just a couple minutes into the 4th quarter here in this Gulf Atlantic preseason bowl. The Mid-South preseason bowl that took place in Chattanooga on Thursday night between the Mississippi Prep and Flight Academy ended in a score with Mississippi Prep 21, Flight Academy 0. Flight Academy played for the national championship last year against IMG. IMG victorious in that, your 2022 national champions. Flight Academy in that national championship game, but came up on the losing end of this bowl game. Admirals with the kick. Fielded by number 16. He's going to bring it up to close to the 45-yard line. Corey Martin. One of the Admirals, number 9, slow to get up. That's Christian Sellers. He is able to get up and is heading off the field under his own power, but had to have some help from a couple teammates. Yarrow with a handoff up the middle. That's number 29. And the flag gets thrown in a little bit of the same medicine that took place earlier. Bonner, the ball carrier, but number 3, DJ Williams, pushes him while he's out of bounds. And the flag is thrown. Yarrow in the backfield. Hand off to Bonner. Bonner is tripped up by number 17. Nearly got away from it. Roscoe Harvell saved a big gain for the Admirals. 3rd and 5 for the Pirates. Yarrow in the gun. He's got one in the backfield with him. Looks like another is going to join them. That's Josh Bonner that's headed over there now. Bonner gets the give. And Bonner turns back upfield. He'll end up getting down beyond the 40-yard line, down to about the 37-yard line. It's a first down for the Pirates. And they're down deep inside Admiral territory. Next week, River City Prep set to play against Advance Prep Academy. And then the following week, these two will play again. Hand off to number 14, Curtis Carter, running back out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Phoenix City right on the line between Alabama and Georgia. The line between Alabama and Georgia is also the line between Central and Eastern time zone. Phoenix City is one of those cities that sometimes operates on what they call fast time. Sometimes they'll operate on Eastern time, depending on whether they work or live on the Georgia side. Gain of about 6 yards brings up 3rd and 4 for the Pirates. And off number 14, Curtis Carter gets the ball again. He takes it up near the first down marker. We'll see if he's close enough to the yard to gain. And it looks like he's just short. Brings up 4th and 1. And the hurry-up offense for the Pirates gives it to Curtis Carter again, and that is enough to punch it across the first down marker. And the Pirates inside the 25-yard line for a first down. Admirals number 21 down on the ground. They got an injured player. Number 21, that's Briar Shank. While they take an injury timeout on the field, we're going to take a quick timeout here in the booth. You're watching the NPG Sports Network, and we'll be right back. We come out of the timeout. Injured player is off the field on his own power, so good. We're glad for that. Yarrow with the snap. Hand off to number 9. And this time the Admirals say, no, sir. That's number 9, Matthew Gomillion, the ball carrier, tackled by a host of Admirals behind the line. Loss of about 3 yards brings up 2nd and 13. And the Pirates continue with their hurry-up offense. And Gomillion gets the ball again. He takes it up beyond the line of scrimmage. Picks up about 5 yards. Gets a few back that he lost and then some. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 22-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Pirates. Pirates will travel to Bethel University in McKenzie, Tennessee for their next game. The run short of the yard to gain, brings up 4th and 1. And number 14, Curtis Carter with the second effort, enough to get the first down. The second effort, he bounced off some defenders to start with, but the second effort enough to get the Pirates a first down. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. They'll have the opportunity to get one more first down before the end zone. Carter comes off. 38 checks in. And off to number 38 up the middle. Gain of a couple yards. Looks like he maybe got down to the 10-yard line. Wasn't a big hole for him there, but he barreled forward. Stopped by the Admirals at the 10-yard line. Number 38 looks like he may go the distance, and he does. Takes to the distance. Bounced off a couple defenders. There is a flag on the far side of the field. Penalty is offsides. That penalty will be declined. It was offsides against the Admirals. Penalty is declined, and touchdown is good. So the Pirates put up 6 more, makes it 28-3. And number 10, Brandon Grantham will come in for his 4th extra point attempt of the game. He's made 3. Davis to hold. It's up, and it's good. A line drive just a few feet above the crossbar, and it counts. 29-3, the Pirates with a lead over the Admirals. And Grantham's 3rd extra point of the game. And Grantham, again, first-year field goal kicker, has done a great job today so far. On all the extra points that have been good holds, he's been able to punch it through. There was one extra point. Snap was a little low, it looked like, from our end, and Davis bobbled it just a little bit. Just that whole timing thing of between the holder and Grantham, they just don't have that quite down yet early in the season. You know, that happens a month from now. They may be able to recover from that, but nonetheless, Grantham doing a great job back there punching those in for the Pirates. At the NPGAA Media Day, Jacoby White and Dalton Yarrow were the attendees for the Pirates. One of the things that Jacoby White, defensive lineman, said that he wanted to get out of camp this summer was he hoped that the team had some chemistry. And it looks like some of that is starting to come together tonight. Grantham with the kick. Fielded at about the 25-yard line. And a nice return by the Admirals. That was number 3. DJ Williams with about a 20-yard return-ish, just short of 20 yards by a yard, I think. A 19-yard return by DJ Williams. Ball spotted at the 44, and that's where the Admirals will take over on this possession, 1st and 10. The Pirates will travel to Bethel University, McKenzie, Tennessee, to take on Bethel on the 28th. And then they will be at River City Prep. Actually, that game is in Wetumpka. That's back at the Pirates' home stadium where they're playing all their games this year. Brand new stadium in Wetumpka, Alabama. Ruiz snap high. He's able to bring it down and get the handoff off. Number 27, the ball carrier. Still getting a little chippy out there. That's Josh Hill. We saw a little bit of Hill on the last possession. He was able to move the ball some. Hand off to Hill. Hill wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or so. We'll see what they give him. at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. We got a man in motion. Brings up trips to the left. Ruiz drops back, looks to pass, rolls out to his right, looking for a man open. And he ducks out of bounds about halfway to the line to gain. Ball's going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 5 for River City. Clock ticking down, just a little over 5.5 to go here in the ball game.
5 minutes left in the game. 5.5 minutes left in the game.
Number 44 in the backfield. It's Prince Savay. Ruiz. Pass intended for number 20. Falls incomplete. Defended by number 21. That was Keandre Griffin defending Frazier out there. A nice pass, but a good job by Griffin to knock that down. Frazier had an opportunity to catch that ball, but Griffin put his hand out just as the ball got there, knocked it down. Good defensive play. Brings up 4th and 5, trips to the left. Ruiz drops back, looks to pass. He's got a man open, but pass falls incomplete. Just a little screen pass, a couple yards beyond the line of scrimmage, intended for number 81. That was Nick Brown. And the ball will turn over on downs. Pirates will have the ball back on the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 5:20 to go in the ball game. You want to know more about both of these teams, go check out their websites, rivercityprep.com, rivercityprep.com. They got a pretty cool logo on their website, rivercityprep.com. And then Fountain City Prep, their website is fountaincityprep.org, fountaincityprep.org. You can check out schedules, coaches, rosters, and watch live. Find all you want to know about both of these teams on their websites. Of course, they all have social media that you can go follow. Under 5 minutes to go. 1 yard gain on the last play for the Pirates, 2nd and 9. Handoff in the backfield. I think that's Daniels. It is. Isaiah Daniels, the ball carrier. Takes it down to just north of the 40-yard line. About 3 yards to go. A long 3, 3rd and a long 3. They may just keep it on the ground from here on out. We'll see. Isaiah Daniels with the ball. Punches forward, maybe a yard or so. Just running it up the middle. And it is enough for a first down. They gave him forward progress to the line to gain, and it was enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 44. Yarrow comes out for the first time today. Looks like they're going to run some Wildcat. And they do. Number 38. And he, with a big gain down beyond the 35-yard line. Tackled by number 5 and number 16. Franklin Brown. Bruno Alves saved the touchdown. Ball's at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. 2.5 to go. Another Wildcat set in the back. That's number 19. That was Jacoby Bowling, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 9 and number 5. Sellers and Brown. That's enough for a Pirates first down. Keep an eye out for the games of the week as those are announced from the league. The league is going to broadcast those games of the week no matter where they are. They'll have some in all the different conferences. The Gulf Coast, the Atlantic Coast, Great Lakes, Pacific, and Midwest. There will be games of the week each week. And whatever game of the week is chosen, that one will be broadcast live, and you'll be able to watch that on the Facebook for the league and on the YouTube for the league. .38, the ball carrier again, takes it down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal from the 8. Knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. The Admirals are not giving up. With a minute to go, the Admirals are giving everything they got to try to stop the Pirates from getting into the end zone one more time. With about 50 seconds to go in the ball game, Pirates with the ball on the 2-yard line. Yarrow goes in victory formation. Downs at one time, and that may be enough. And that is enough. That will wind out the clock. So the inaugural season for the River City Prep, as well as their first season in the NPGAA, the Fountain City Pirates' first season in the NPGAA, and this bowl game called the 2023 Gulf Atlantic Postgrad Preseason Bowl, one of the 3 bowl games for the beginning of this year. The Pirates victorious here today, 29-3 over the River City Prep Admirals. Now they'll get to meet again in 2 weeks, but tonight the Pirates come out on top. And these games, these bowl games were designed to give some exposure to these players early in the season, try to get some excitement going, and I think that that's exactly what they've done. In addition to the other bowl games that were already played, this one here tonight. Commissioner Etienne and the board have been doing a fantastic job getting the league ready for this year. 21 teams in the league this year, so you're going to have a lot of great football to watch. Keep an eye out for those games of the week. Those will be coming out shortly. They will have all the schedules finalized this week. They'll be posting all those on the website, NPGAA.com, and look for that. And then look for the game of the week. That'll be the one that's broadcast. And you'll be able to watch that live here on YouTube and on Facebook. So we want to thank you for joining us here in Savannah, Georgia tonight for this inaugural preseason bowl game, the Gulf Atlantic. I want to thank you for joining us on YouTube or Facebook, however you joined us. We were excited to be here in Savannah on this great venue. You've been watching the NPG Sports Network. I'm Jamie Yarrow from Savannah, Georgia. So long.